Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Beyond Joe, and today I have a figure review for you. Well, three figures actually, but also just one because they're all the same figure. So it's Denji from Chainsaw Man in his demon mode. I'm a big Chainsaw Man fan. I've got the set there, and there's a little cheeky hint at the figures for you. But I just think Denji's an awesome character. I think Chainsaw Man's an incredible manga, and I've been wanting to pick up a Denji to go with my manga for a while. And there's three main ones that I've seen to pick from when it comes to action figures. So you have the anime heroes, total anime, and then you have the bit of a more pricey SHfiguarts. I've got all three to have a look at. So please come join me. We're going to have a look at the articulation, the paint job, price point, and accessories, just everything about these figures and what I think about them. So if you're curious at all, join me for the journey and do let me know what you think at the end. The Anime Heroes line started in 2019 and it offers high quality, affordable action figures from a variety of popular anime series. It's become a go-to choice for many anime collectors due to its combination of quality, affordability, and accessibility. So this figure is $19.99. Pick this one up from HMV, and it is very much a basic figure. This is the one that I collect for the One Piece line, and this is the first one that I ever had my eye on. As you can see, it's Denji. Next up, we have the Crunchyroll's Total Anime figure. This one also came from 2019, not this exact figure, but the line. And it's a line of collectible figures based on popular anime characters that are featured on the streaming platform Crunchyroll. They're part of Crunchyroll's efforts to expand its brand and cater to its vast anime fan base beyond just streaming. Figures are often produced in collaboration with major toy manufacturers like Good Smile Company, Banpresto, and in this case, Jazzwares. A lot more accessories with this guy, as you can see from the start, and a lot more detail. And then SHfiguarts is a popular line of action figures produced by Bandai, known for their highly articulated and detailed figures based on a wide range of anime, manga, movie, and video game characters. The line was first introduced in 2008 by Bandai's Tamashii Nations division, which specializes in collectible figures. Today, SHfiguarts remains one of the most respected names in the world of high-quality action figures, continuing to release figures from a wide range of anime, movie, and video game franchises. Looks simple, and as you can see, the accessories fell off. So the anime heroes Denji. Let's have a look at the articulation here and some of the paintwork. To begin with, what a floppy chainsaw. There's nothing going on here. It's very, very, floppy. The figure is just kind of floppy in general. This guy's quite tall. He's got the general articulation in the legs. He does have a drop hip there as well. You can get him into some good poses. You can bend him all the way back if you want to. I would say, with all of these figures, when it comes to standing up, due to their size, they tend to fall down. But the articulation is, it's respectable for what it is. But when it comes to the paintwork, it's not there. Floppy, it's just, there's no eye in Denji's mask there. It's just the black paint. There is detailing in the sculpt, and so that's, good enough. And that's this figure in general, I think, is good enough. The shirt here is made of some sort of weird rubber. It's the only one of the line that has this. Well, I say the line. It's the only one of the three figures that has it. It's a weird rubber. It's a weird texture. I don't know how long that will last. And he's got his tie there. Denji's tie. I didn't think much of the tie until I got to the Figuarts line. It's what it is. It's Denji. It's it does what it says on the tin, and for £20, it's okay. It could be better articulated, but he's got his action. He can saw those chains. He comes with those hands there that in a sort of gripping position, and you can get him into some nuts poses if you wanted to. But I would recommend a stand if that was your intention, because as I said, this guy is prone to falling over, as are all the figures there. Sitting positions are pretty easy, but again, how often does Denji sit when he's in demon mode? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen him sit in demon mode in the manga. Bit of a closer look at the articulation of the leg there. It's not a problem from the back. It's quite obvious. But yeah, I'm really let down by these chainsaws. I'm not impressed. And now the Figuarts figure. This one's going to have a bit more explaining. The sculpt is phenomenal. You can see his eyes coming through there. The chainsaw hurts. It's actually really spiky. One of the downsides, his mouth falls off regularly when you try and turn his head, which is a bit disappointing. But I think these figures aren't made to be played with as much. And I think that is the thing with the figure arts. It's more about posing, and look at the posing you can do. Even his foot, you've got a toe bend there. The articulation is phenomenal. He has multiple points of articulation. The leg, you can twist it all the way around. Not that you'd want to, but you can. Double knee joint. And again, from the back, there you go, you see his head fall again, which does happen a lot. Parts fall off this figure. The paintwork, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the blood is incredible. The metallic on the chainsaw is just what we want to see. Yep, the tie does fall off. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I forgot that there was an extra tie accessory with this figure. And actually, I love the extra tie accessory. It's a shame that his jaw keeps coming off, because it would be nice to be able to turn his head, but look at the other jaw you get with him, with his tongue sticking out, Denji properly demoning it up. The way that the arm protrudes from the chainsaw is just out of this world, and the detailing on the paintwork is like nothing I've seen on an action figure before, really. I think I'm very interested in this figure arts line of figures, and it's something I'm going to be looking at a lot more. There again, you turn the head to the side just a little bit, and his chin will fall off. You get multiple hands here. You get 4 different ones. The way that they remove is, again, something I've not seen. So they clip into the chainsaw here through the little hole. So you have 2 different sort of open arms, and then the fist there for when he's punching while wearing the chainsaw. It would have been nice to have the chainsaw legs as well. Sorry, spoilers. But I understand why they can do that. So we've got the closed mouth there as well, just to show you. And it is really easy to replace that jaw if you want to. Just the 2 little points there that hold it in. And it's frustrating that it does fall off, but I completely understand why. And with the amount of detail on the jaw, with the amount of paintwork, I'd take the fact that it falls off over the Anime Heroes line there. I could talk all day about this figure. And as I said, the tie, so the extra accessory you get, which is like the flowing tie, sort of wind swept. And I think that really gives the figure a lot of motion. I'm surprised by just how much I like that, we have an extra tie. Who'd have thunk it? Accessories a bit annoying because you may lose them, but so long as you find somewhere safe, you've got a lot of poses you can do with this guy. And then the total anime figure of Denji, sort of the mid figure, I guess I'd say personally at this point. Same size as the Anime Heroes. He's much taller than the figure arts figure there. This one does have the eye there, the yellow eye poking through the head sculpt and the paintwork there. And we also get the tongue. Paintwork, this one almost looks like it's copying the figure arts line, especially with the paintwork, the blood on the chainsaws, a lot more detail, and then that metallic chainsaw again. When it comes to articulation, he's got the same sort of articulation as you have with the Anime Heroes line, but it is that in between point. I feel like his knee should bend again, but I didn't want to break my figure, and it doesn't want to go. It doesn't want to go. What I do, I'm known to break figures, so I didn't want to risk it. And then the foot articulation, not great, but it does have some swivel there to help you when it comes to posing to try and balance him. But again, you're not really going to be able to balance any of these figures, into mad poses without having some sort of a stand. He does have the waist spin, and he also has the extra, chest bend. I'm learning. And my figure has this mucky muck on the back, along with this weird point. I didn't know if that was maybe to put a stand on. Close look, I don't think so. It doesn't seem to come out. So I don't know why that's there. It's a bit of a shame that that's just on the back of the figure. But again, this is a £20 price point figure. I don't know if I mentioned the figure arts one. It retails for $64.99, so 3 times the amount. It's a lot more. You can also get this guy in that back bend. I don't know why I'm obsessed with the back bend. It's just one of those poses that you can really show off a figure in. He has a lot of detailing on the back. The chainsaw head detailing on all of them is pretty good. But I really am disappointed with this mucky muck on his back. I'll have a go at cleaning it off at some point, but I don't really want to do it right now. And he has got lots of articulation in the arms, at the shoulder, and then there's sort of like an additional, turn before the elbow there to try and get him into some different positions. It's good enough, the articulation on this guy. He also has drop hips, for getting those legs up and out, and the head does pop off, and that's so that you can put on the second head. So you have the tongue out, you have the open mouth, and this guy also comes with a closed mouth. This guy, the whole arm changes when it comes to accessories. So instead of just changing in the figure arts the hand part, the whole arm comes off. Again, the paintwork's phenomenal. So yeah, again, comparing it to the other £20 Anime Heroes figure, this one absolutely sweeps. But when you compare this to what you just saw with the figure arts, it's just not as good. I really like the yellow eye, and I can't believe they've missed out on the first figure. It makes the figure pop so much. And this guy does come with a stand. He's got the peg hole in the foot there, so you can clip it on and stand your figure. So this guy, it means that you can get him into poses. I still struggled. It feels a bit, I don't know how to explain it, just very stiff. And you don't want a loose figure. I totally understand that. But it's hard to get him into some really fluid poses, I found. But again, I think I've spoiled myself by playing with the figure arts figure first. And this guy has the 3 points to change the bottom of the mouth there, the bottom jaw. His jaw doesn't come off easily when you're turning his head, so he does have that bonus over the figure arts. Yeah, it's got a lot of detailing in the sculpt. The sculpt's impressive, but this one kind of seems like a knockoff figure arts, if I'm honest. And that's the two main head sculpts there, but you can change the jaw on either. One of the head sculpts has more paintwork on the chainsaw, a bit more blood. And I thought at this point it'd be key to have a look at the original artwork. So My Chainsaw Man issue 1 here, Denji, when you compare this to the figure arts figure, it's almost like it's taken straight from the manga. He's got the fluidity, the tie there was flowing. The Chainsaw Man manga is so it makes you feel emotions through the way that Denji moves and his fluidity, and he's such a energetic character that the Anime Heroes and Total Anime line of figures just don't match. And I think that's what I think everyone knows at this point which figure my preference is to. It goes without saying. Like, I just showing off some more of the artwork here. He's incredible. So having a look now at the figures, standing. So this is your Total Anime figures posed here. He's fine. He is fine. And if this was the only figure I got, I'd be really happy with it. It does feel too tall. He feels a bit. The dimensions aren't quite right for Denji, in my opinion. The Anime Heroes line, it just looks silly. And I mean, at the end of the day, he's a toy. He's a toy to be played with by children, and that's why he's got the floppy chainsaws. It's why he's got the rubbery t-shirt weirdness. It's just, it is as a toy. It's not a collectible figure. So if that's what you want, if you want it something for your kid to play with, why you'd want him to play with or her to play with Denji, I don't know. But maybe they're really into Chainsaw Man from the anime. I wouldn't let my child watch Chainsaw Man, but you do you. And there you have the Anime Heroes line. And then just look, it blows it out of the water, the figure arts line here, showing off a couple of poses because he can do multiples. And look at him celebrating his win, because by miles the figure arts figure is the best figure of the 3. I love this pose that I got him in. It's just like the hurrah, I just murdered a ton of demons and I'm the one. And the 3 of them together do look good. You can really see the size difference here. The figure arts shaking his booty, but when you have the 3 together, the Anime Heroes does look like a knockoff. The Total Anime looks like a better knockoff, but the figure arts looks like the true figure. The price point is what's going to stick it though, and that's what I really think is important, because you're looking at 3 times the price. Well, there you have it. The figure arts figure takes it by an absolute landslide. And honestly, I know that it's more expensive, so I know that at almost 3 times the price of the other figures, that should be obvious. but I'm really shocked at just how much better the quality is on that figure. And I'm really impressed with the line. It's my first SHfiguarts figure, but at this point, I really don't think it's going to be my last. I've got my eye on you, Kaido. The Kaido SHfiguarts figure looks incredible. If you haven't seen it, do check it out. Let me know what you thought about my figure review. I know it's my first one. Not sure 100% about those camera angles and things like that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I can do better. I'd really, really, really love your input. There is going to be some more gaming videos coming up, so do keep your eyes on the channel. Please do subscribe to see those. It means the world to me. And thank you again. Thank you again for all those people helping to grow the channel. You guys are incredible, and yeah, you mean the world. Until next time, I'm Beyond Joe, and thank you for joining me in my world.